People now have a right to look to government to provide. We are not smart enough in Virginia to anticipate the future. There's only one state to pay our obligations as we went along. For this generation, for you and me, to provide for the needs of our day, so that this would not be passed on, this obligation would not be passed on into the future. We know an obligation to you, sir, to keep up our highway system. We have now in the state of Virginia approximately 55,000 miles of good highways. Your plant down there is dependent upon raw materials coming in and goods flowing out. We have an obligation to be of as much assistance to other transportation for medium as we can possibly be. These are some of the things. To provide for services in the realm of public health, to provide for mental hospitals, in reference to our fine educational system. And I do not know of a better place in Virginia for people to come and live and to do business, a place where you have a better chance to succeed than in this beautiful section in Radford and in Montgomery County. There's so many attractions, there's so many assets you have here, starting with your splendid Radford College, which is one of the finest in Virginia. Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, which will connect the mainland with the eastern shore. Think what that is going to mean in marketing. That will have its effect on Radford. In Washington area, in Fairfax County, and in Loudoun County, the Dulles Airport, which is going to bring every person in this world within a matter of 12 hours to the town of Radford alone. So you see, these things are happening all over the state. VPI playing its part in the space program and in our defense effort up there with its atomic reactor. The same thing at the University of Virginia. Down in the Tidewater area, the type of industry like that you have here is industry that is going to want educated, trained men and women that will provide us with the opportunities. We do not want to educate our children for them to go to other states and possibly other nations. Let's let them come back to Radford. Let's let them come back to Montgomery County and here make their contribution to their own community and to their own state and to their own nation. And all of our efforts, when you talk about economic growth in this state and economic development, and that's the purpose of it, in order that this state might fulfill its destiny. And I would conclude tonight by saying to you that all human progress is really the sum total of individual men and women measuring up with hand and heart and soul to their responsibility as citizens. And certainly the people of Radford have measured up. You have provided an atmosphere, a town, a county, a community in which people can grow and develop and make their contribution here. You have provided a place in which this company could come here and in 4 short years expand from 13 individuals to a force of now over 200 people. And when we talk about industry, and when we look over this plant down there, we're not talking just about bricks and mortar and machinery. We're talking about men and women who are going to come here and who are here now and who are a vital part of this community. Virginia is fast becoming an urbanized state. We talk a lot about communism. We must have educated people to understand the ideology of it. If they are to appraise and to evaluate the difference between our form of government and what communism offers, they must be educated. But another thing, you don't make much impression when you talk to men and women about the advantages of free enterprise. When you talk to men and women about rights and liberties and privileges under our Constitution and under the Bill of Rights and under the... that you're very welcome to Virginia. We are greatly honored by your presence, by the presence of your associates, the members of your board of directors, your managers, your employees. You not only honor Virginia by your presence here, but you enable Virginia to fulfill what we think is its manifest destiny. Thank you for permitting me to be a part of what has been not only a delightful, but a memorable trip.